Hey everybody, and welcome back to some more Steins Gate linear bound of Phonogram. When we left off, we were Suzuha, and we figured out that Daru's our dad, and that's pretty crazy. We went chopping with him. After that, Okabe Rintaro also showed up at the lab, and Dad began to snore loudly as he took a nap. So I decided to leave the lab and kill some time. We also figured out that maybe there's some type of weird, what are those things called that, you know, can't exist in real life? One of those. A paradox, if you will. Dad was supposed to contact me when he woke up. In the meantime, walking around Akihabara aimlessly wasn't really what I felt like doing, but it wasn't like I had anything in my mind either. A date. When I reached the station, Omega suddenly said something odd. Yeah, very. What do you mean, something? That's weird. I wouldn't call a daddy-daughter date, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, what's wrong with a jacket? Jackets are cool. They're hip. Of course not. You mean, of course, yes, please. Wear jacket. Love that thing. Well, I had wanted Omega to understand that this was a really awesome jacket. She instead just cut me down. The 70s. And it seemed that Beta wasn't on my side this time either. Suzuha is already cute, okay? She doesn't need to dress up like a maid to look cute. Ooh. Why? Omega made a disgusted look. Whew. That's so brutal. It was like she was scowling while puzzled at the same time. Is that disgusted? I don't know if I'd describe disgusted as puzzled and scowling, but okay. I would agree, but Daru doesn't. I don't think Daru knows much about fashion at all. So it was exactly like she was saying. Dad always wore the same clothes, so he wasn't the kind of. It was like she was saying, Dad. It's because he sucks at fashion, not because we didn't want to draw him any more clothes or anything. No, Daru's just bad at fashion, and he only owns a green shirt. That's all he owns. Oh, that's just creepy. Come on, Dad, don't be like that. That's just weird. Alright, we got one from Makise Kurisu. Hello, Amane-san. It's Makise here. That's it. For a while now, Okabe's been scolding Hashida. Jeez. That guy is lucky to have a daughter like you in the future. Reply to that's it. For some reason, we were at the bottom. Thanks in advance, Makise Kurisu. I never thought I would have exchanged mail addresses with Makise Kurisu. If I told the me in the past this, I might have been so shocked and ended up committing seppuku. That's funny. That's funny. I might have killed myself. And the thing is, I think she's being serious. 100%. I tried pulling my jacket up a little bit, but it didn't feel any different. Like what? We'll just have to do some research. That's true. Do you know the shops of 1970? I don't know what that is.
私が好きなブランド、渋谷にあるんだけど、 ここは時代も世界も違うんだよね。2010年にはまだ存在してないかも。
There's this really cool thing we can do. It's called Google, and we can just Google if it exists in this world line or not right now. But now that'd be too much work, wouldn't it?
ちょっと試しに行くには遠いね。
Nah. I checked the map of the station. Shibuya was on the exact side of the Yamanote line. Was on the exact side. I'm assuming that means the exact opposite side? Which meant that getting there by bike would take roughly 30 minutes to an hour. That's not even that bad. Can't you just like teleport or something? Aren't you like fake aberrations in my mind? I guess not. You have touch stuff. Why can't you ride bikes? I guess you creep out people. I didn't really think that the clothes I was wearing were that bad anyway. So it didn't make sense to me to make a move based on unverified information. And because of that, I was reprimanded by Omega. People were walking by and thinking I deserved to be in an asylum. While I had tried to object, Omega interrupted. It was a fastball of a question. Being asked so directly like this made me embarrassed. Ooh. Man, being so forceful now, Omega. Well then, to begin with, we'd have to figure out how we could get onto the train. Buy a ticket, maybe? That might help. After that, I was at Omega's mercy. Just as she had instructed, we got onto the train and found a store she liked and bought the clothes she picked. Around the time we had finished shopping, I received a call from Dad and we returned to Akihabara. Whoa! Suzuha, what you doing, girl? I was right. Well, Omega was right in this endeavor. We definitely should have done this. This is a good plan. That ghost said it was. That's crazy. That'd be hard for me to explain. Yeah, all your weird fantasies, Daru. For the win! Ah, that's an oldie, but a goodie for sure. No, maybe that's a little weird, Daru. Right, I had never been told that. We had always been out of touch, so I hadn't ever had the chance to be praised even once by Dad. That's why I could only reply to Omega honestly. Aww, that's so adorable. Oh, isn't that just sweet? Okay, just give me a cavity. That was kind of creepy sounding. After that, the time we spent went by like a dream. Even though I'd eaten beef bowls with Dad before, the one we ate together that lunch tasted so much more delicious. Hold hands? Do even, what do you mean by even more than that, Daru? What does that mean? Yeah, don't be a weirdo, Daru. It's your daughter. That's true, but stop trying to do weird stuff.
それもそうだね。
とりあえず手をつなぐのを飛び越して腕組む
Really? Is that skipping? I don't know if that's skipping. I don't know. They both have their, you know,
そう
upsides.
だね。
And that's when Dad and I decided to link arms.
うわ
That was scary. Dad's phone rang.
マキセ氏からのメールだ
Oof. Dad cried in surprise after reading the mail. Don't do anything more.
マキセ氏貴様見ているか
I knew it. I knew it. And then he looked around
どうした
restlessly.
の？
マキセ氏から言わなければバレないとか思ってるなら殺すってメールが来たんだ
She's not even watching. She just knows. She just knows daughter will do something.
すごいタイムリーだね。
It was at the exact moment that it was on my turn to receive a mail. What's it gonna say? Kisei Kuris. That goes for you too, Amane-san. Don't you ever let Hashida get
マキ
cocky.
セクリス、私も殺すつもりみたい。
Kill me too.
ってことだけど恐ろしい女だ
I agree. I agree. Because we were linking arms, I could tell that Dad was really afraid. But on the other hand, I could feel myself relaxing. I might have even laughed a
これ
little.
もマキセクリス流の仕返しなのかな。
んどういうこと
私、未来でマキセクリスを殺そうとしたことがあるんだ。
I
彼
tried
女
to
はタイ
murder
ムマ
her.
シンの母って呼ばれてて、そのことで昨日謝ったんだけど、あいつ、結構根に持つタイプかな。
Yeah, but how's she to know? You know?
それさ前にオカリンが似たような指摘したら根に持ってるんじゃなくて他人より少し記憶力がいいだけって返してたお
Isn't that kind of like the same thing, though?
なんかあいつらしいね。それ。
Good old Okabe. Good times, good times. I miss Steins Gate. Well, that had made me laugh. Dad was different. Suddenly, he became silent with his head down.
どうしたの父さん。私、変なこと言った？
It had been so sudden that I hadn't understood
い
why.
やちょっと思い出しただけ
思い出した。
I tried to think back and trying to find what had made Dad
タイ
silent.
ムマシンだよね。
And I arrived at the answer immediately.
うん
修理してる時にベータから聞いたんだよね。
うん
Even without asking, I knew what he had found out. The fact that the time machine could only travel into the past, which meant that once I left for 1975, I would never come back.
今日過去に飛ぶつもりっしょ
Someone's mailing me, Father. Sorry. Mayushi! Mayushi heard about it. That's great. You found your dad. Mayushi was so happy that a few tears came out. Enjoy your date with Daru-kun. Aww, I love Mayuri so much. She's so adorable.
なんでわかったの？
だってそうじゃなければ秋葉を案内してほしいなんて言わないと思われ
さすが父さんだね。
どうしても鈴葉が行かなきゃダメなん
うん。レジスタンスが持ってるタイムマシンはあの1台だけだから。
あのさ鈴葉僕に時間をくれないかな
時間？
タイムマシンなんだから少しくらい出発が遅れても1975年にたどり着けるっしょ
That's very true. You have like all the time in the world.
うんうん。そんなに万能ってわけでもないよ。
でも起きないかもしれんし
Yeah. Everything might be okay. You guys might win. You guys might win the whole thing just because you hung out with Darth for a
こ
little
こにい
longer.
る時間が長引けば長引くほどそのリスクは上がるよ。それくらいは父さんだってわかるでしょ。
Dang. Don't do this. Come on, Suzawa. Don't do this to us. Don't make us sad.
それに時間があれば何ができるっていうの？
Just spend times with the ones you love.
僕がタイムマシンを完成させる
Be able to make it go back to the future. That's ingenious.
完成って？
僕聞いたんだお ユーレタンの世界線じゃ未来に行けるタイムマシンもあるって。だったら鈴葉のタイムマシンだって未来に行けるようにできるってことじゃね？
Sounds probable.
それは多分無理。
Probably impossible, but not impossible.
どうして？
この世界線では父さんには未来に行けるタイムマシンは作れない。そうなるように世界線が収束するんだ。
Time to change the world line's convergence then, I
こ
guess.
の世界線ではどう転んでもセルンがタイムマシンを完成させて独占する。その唯一の例外が父さんが残してくれたあのタイムマシンなんだ。
でも鈴葉が過去に飛んだらもうみんなとは会えなくなっちゃうじゃん。
I mean, if she gets really old, she will.
僕やオカリン、マキセ氏にマユ氏、フェイリスタンにルカ氏、キリュウ氏。
Dad called out everyone's name one by one. While I listened, I tried to strengthen my
す
resolve.
ぐに会えるよ。
I knew that was a lie. Once I left for the past, I would never be able to reunite with Dad and the others. I already
だっ
found
て
that out.
過去に行くんだよ。私は過去に行ってそこで暮らしてるとすればさ、50過ぎの私がこの時代にもういるってことだよね。
Wouldn't that 50-year-old version already be here? But I couldn't bring myself to say this with certainty. If I said it didn't happen, then Dad would worry. If he found out that we would never meet, he would try to stop me.
おう。
というかもう会ってるかもしれないよ。私だと名乗ってないだけでさ、父さんのよく知ってる人かもしれない。
その人が鈴葉ならなんで名乗らないわけ？
過去の自分に会うことはタイムパラドックスの原因になるから。私が過去に旅立てばこの時間にいる私は一人になる。そうしたらきっと名乗り出るよ。
You know that isn't true. Man, this is
あ
sad.
るいはここでこういう会話をしちゃったからあえて私が飛ぶまで出てこないのかも。天音鈴葉はそういう人間だよ。この私が言うんだから間違いないでしょ父さん。
うん。
I tried desperately to convince Dad. He was trying to look convinced, but it was obvious that it was impossible for him. Theories are just
優
theories.
しいんだね父さんは。私父さんはもっと理性的な人だと思ってた。理論派って言ったらいいのかな。タイムマシンを作っちゃうような人だから頭が良くて正しいことを正しくできる人だって思ってた。だから私父さんに似てないんだろうなって思ってた。レジスタンスの戦士なのに狙撃を任されたのに肝心な時に引き金が引けなかったから。
それってマキセ氏のことだよね。だったら狙撃なんてできなくて正解だと思う。
Yeah, she's a good person. Now I thought that way. It was good that I didn't assassinate Makise Kuris. After speaking with Makise Kuris, I realized that she wasn't a bad person, but I never thought the day would come when I would think this way. Because of my choice, the plan failed, and I lost many of my comrades. The one who killed my comrades was me. 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 That's what I'd always thought. That I couldn't let it end like that. That's why I jumped into the past, riding the time machine that Dad had left in order to acquire an IBM 5100. But even so, I had decided to stop over in this time. Dad had thrown his life away, working on the time machine only to have used it for my own selfish reasons. Dad probably wouldn't have ever had done something so unnecessary. That's what I thought. Abrupt end to the music. But now I knew. Dad had known all along. because I had met him as I did. That's why Dad had entrusted the time machine to me. The reason why I had lived in hiding from CERN, had been in order to send me back in time as I was now. Dad had known all along I would meet him like this. So Dad probably did it.
でも今は私、結構父さんに似てるって思ってる。
Dad hadn't been born a strong man. The world that CERN created made him a strong
よ
man.
くわからんけど、娘なんだから、そりゃ父親に似るだろ、上皇。
だから私、過去に行くよ。だからさ、今日はそういう神経臭いのはなしで行こうよ。
Oh, with that, Dad didn't bring up the time machine again. They're so adorable. Oh, look at that. Daddy daughter date. Oh, isn't that just sweet? In the end, I don't think I was able to convince him. There wasn't anything I could say to convince him in the first place. Even so, Dad kept smiling at me the entire day. While at times he failed to do so, he kept on trying. As I thought, Dad was a kind person.
今日はありがとう、父さん。
By the time we had returned after walking around Akihabara, the sky was dyed with a shade of
いろ
sunset.
いろ約束だったから、こっちが感謝したいくらいだお。
約束って？
例えば、鈴葉意外に胸大きいなとか、服越しに肘で感じたりとか。
I know you're trying to lighten the mood, daughter, but that's absolutely disgusting.
少しは自重しろ、この変態は。
Amateur. She kills you, daughter, right here and now. Before I knew it, Makise Kurisu was glaring at my dad.
無事に天音さんと帰ってきたと思ったらいきなりセクハラとかありえないんですけど。
Absolutely.
させん。
天音さん、腕を組む以上のことはされなかった？
うん。マキセ・クリスが気にするようなことは多分。
じゃあ、気にしないようなことをいろいろされたのね。
すごく優しくしてもらったよ。
変な意味じゃなくて？
変な意味じゃなくて。
Even while she listened to my reply, Makise Kurisu glared at my dad
本当に
suspiciously.
変な意味じゃない？
違うと思われ。
だったらいいけど。
And then Makise Kurisu turned to me. This is so sad. I don't want her to leave again. I remember when she left the first time. But she didn't say anything.
なんでもないわよ。
何か言いたげだったけど。
ただ、私は十分父親に甘えられたかなと思っただけで、別にあなたを心配してるわけでも、でもこの変態が相手だからなとか思ったわけでもない。
そんなこと思ってたんだ。
違うってば。
十分すぎるほど甘えたよ。
そう。それならいいの。
マキセ・クリス、君はいいやつだね。
だからそういうことは言うなと昨日も釘刺したはずなんですけど。
それが分かって本当に良かったよ。
But I may have found that out a little too late. If I hadn't superimposed her future self on top of her, then I might have found out sooner.
私も誤解が解けてほっとしてる。
Makise Kurisu smiled at me.
今晩旅立つんでしょ？
And suddenly she asked me a surprising question.
なんで知ってるの？
やっぱりそうなのね。
ブラフか。理屈屋の君らしくないやり口だね。
黙って出て行こうと思ってる人を相手にすれば、証拠が揃うまで待ってられないと判断する時もある。
Aww.
そうだね。
あのタイムマシーン、過去へしか飛べないんでしょ？
How's everyone knowing this? After hearing Makise Kurisu's words, I looked towards Dad. But Dad just denied it.
これもただの推論。行ってもすぐ戻ってこられるなら、 この橋田とデートなんてしない。
Oh.
もしかして今日一日中私たちのこと考えてたの？
そんなわけなかろうが。私にかかればこの程度のことはほんの数秒で。
考えてたんだね、ずっと。
まあそうとも言うわね。
それでずっと見守ってくれてたんだね。
見守ってはいないけど、もう少し遅かったらもう一回メールしようかなとは思ってたかな。
Oh. Look at them becoming friends. That's so precious.
二人は親子なんだから、いい雰囲気になってたら困るでしょ、一般論として。
That's gross. Even thinking about it.
サンキュー、マキセクリス。
I never thought I would ever feel this way before coming to this age. For me to feel grateful towards Makise Kurisu. I wondered how my comrades in the resistance would react if they saw me now. I ended up imagining something impossible.
どういたしまして。
最後に君に会えてよかったよ。
Oh.
最後って、あなた岡部たちには会っていかないの？
さすがに決心が鈍るから。
Destroy it even.
じゃあしょうがないわね。岡部たちには私からうまく伝えておく。
その必要はないかもしれないけどね。
え？
私は過去へ行くだけ。私がいなくなればすぐに過去に行った私がみんなの前に現れるよ。
希望的観測に過ぎるわ。
Absolutely.
でもそういうの嫌いじゃない。
少しのお別れだよ、マキセクリス。
Makise Kurisu had called it wishful thinking, but I knew that was just a lie. The me who went to the past had already died. Besides, if I was successful in my mission, then the past and future would change to a different world line, so we wouldn't have reunited for very long. I thought that would have been fine as well. Even if it only remained as a brief memory that would soon disappear. I'm glad that that I could understand the truth.
少しのお別れね、天音さん。
Receiving those words, I looked towards Dad. Makise Kurisu probably did the same.
父さんともちょっとの間のお別れだ。
Lying again to my dad made my heart ache. Maybe Dad had already realized this. That in this world line was something that was supposed to disappear.
最後にいいかな。
何？
I mentally prepared myself as I thought he would say something sad. For the whole day, it seemed Dad look as if he was going to say something, but each time he held himself back.
今
However,
日の鈴葉も可愛かったけど、父さんはいつも通りの鈴葉の方が好きだ。
what came out of Dad's mouth was something completely different from what I had expected. While I was feeling sad, it made me really happy.
何も悩まなくてよかったんだね。
I could just be my regular self. As I said my goodbyes to Dad, my hesitation had completely disappeared. Not needing to worry, not just about my clothes, but I could only live the way that I wanted to. That's probably because I was my dad's daughter. Ooh, we got a mail. What's in there? It is all cool. I was about to be like, how much you want to bet it's Okabe? And then I was like, but I don't want to say that and then be wrong. But I was right, and I don't feel stupid for not saying it. Where are you? Where are you right now? Please tell me. When you plan to leave. Thank you. Goodbye. Beta completed her final inspection. While the one who had broken it was me, the ones who had kindly fixed it had been Beta and Dad. While I wouldn't have held a grudge if she hadn't been able to fix it, Beta had shown that she was willing to be responsible for fixing it. That was to be expected from her military experience. Always scrupulous when it came to her mission. Just a while back, I might have thought that I wanted to be just like her.
服のこと、私、余計なことしたのかな。
On the other hand, Omega was worried about something completely
そん
different.
なことない。すごく助かったよ。でも父さん、いつも通りの鈴葉の方がいいって。いつも通りじゃ、私だって恥ずかしくて腕なんか組めなかったし。ちょっと別人気分だから思い切れるってこともあるじゃん。そうかな。それに、最後くらい可愛いって褒められたかったんだ。だから、君には感謝してる。私には、なら、いいんだけど。
Just as I convinced Omega, Beta came over. Probably wasn't a coincidence, as she had probably been watching us and had waited for the right
点検
timing.
終わったよ、アルファ。うん。ありがとう。何から何まで。うんうん。できることをしただけだから。
After that, Beta kept looking at my face.
何？一つ、提案してもいい？いいけど。
I wondered what she was going to say, this late into
こ
the
のタイム
game.
マシン、私が乗っていってもいい？君が乗っていくの？どうせ戻れない旅なら、私が行く方がいいかなって、ずっと考えてたんだ。アルファ、君がいなくなると、父さんが悲しむよ。
Oh, that's so sweet.
私だって、天音鈴葉だから。違う世界線とはいえ、父さんが悲しむことはしたくない。
This game is so precious. I love it so much. I could feel that Beta was much less selfish than Omega at that moment. That's why this was the first time I heard her speak about herself like
この
this.
世界線では、私は幽霊みたいなものだけど、修理もできたし、過去に戻ったなら、IBN5100 を手に入れることだって。で、ありがとう、ベータ。
It's all Kobe. No, it's Mikise. Bye. Take care. I hope we meet again. Beta's gesture made me happy. Her feelings of not wanting to make Dad unhappy and suggesting that I stay in this age made me
で
happy.
も、私が行く。
Why? Why? But I couldn't let her do what she suggested. I had already decided. No. Actually, this had been my intention from the very
ど
beginning.
うして？まず第一に、無理だから。君ももう一人の私も、私のゴーストでしかないんだから。私が迷ったことで生じた別の可能性の私だと思うから。君だけが過去に行って使命を果たすことはさ、私だけ過去に行ける可能性だって。父さんが残してくれたタイムマシンは、これ一台だけ。君一人だけ過去に行ける可能性にかけるには、リスクが高すぎるよ。
Didn't mean to do that.
それに、君には君の世界線での使命があるはず。私の世界線での使命。私一人じゃ途切れちゃう道のりだった。だから二人が来てくれた。それで、私は十分だよ。それでも君が過去に行くって言うなら、私としては、だったら一緒に行こうが最大の情報。でも、きっと過去に行く途中で、君たちはいなくなる。あるべき世界線に戻っていくと思う。
As if indicating the truth of my words, Beta and Omega disappeared for a moment. While both of them always appeared as ghosts, I noticed their existence seemed to be even weaker than usual.
実を言うと、さっきから君の声が聞こえづらくなってるんだ。多分、君の言う通り、それに気づいてるなら、なんで自分が行くなんて言ったの？
What she had said seemed like an obvious contradiction. She realized that she was returning to her own world line, so why had she suggested going to the past?
ねえ、アルファ。君は、私がタイムマシンを修理できなかったら、とは思わなかった？思わなかったけど。
As I answered her, I thought about why she hadn't answered my question, but she instead asked me another
私
question.
がタイムマシンを修理できなかったら、君はその意思に関係なくこの時代にとどまるしかなかった。君は私のことを心配してくれてるんだね。
I finally realized what Beta was trying to tell me. It was then that I realized that I only judge people from their appearance. It had been the same for Makise Kurisu, Dad, and the other MES. What is that? MIMS is probably what they were trying to spell, the other lab MIMS. Oh, MES. I'm so stupid. I'd only been judging them based on their appearances.
私は君がここに残った方がいいと言ってるんだよ。私は君が立派な軍人でそれに満足してると思ってた。でも君もやっぱり天音鈴葉だったんだね。私は自分のことは納得してる。私は未来の礎になれるならそれでいい。そのことに迷いも後悔もない。なら分かってほしいんだ。私だって納得してる。君とは違って寄り道して迷って後悔もしちゃったけど、今は納得してる。
In order to show the seriousness of my words, I kept looking into Beta's eyes. Beta's image was still shaking and disappeared before
やっ
returning.
と分かったんだ。父さんがどんな思いであのタイムマシンを託してくれたのか。未来に戻れない不完全なものしか作れないのに、セルンから姿を隠しタイムマシンを作り続けたのか。父さんは知ってたんだ。私が寄り道することも、私がそこで迷うことも。でも父さんは私を信じてタイムマシンを作ってくれた。だから分かってほしいんだ。私はいやいや行くんじゃない。それしか方法がないからでもない。仲間の死を無駄にしたくないからでもない。過ちを償うためでもない。もちろん父さんを悲しませるために行くんでもない。君は自分のために行くんだね。
Beta's image shook violently once again.
そうだよ。よくわからないけど、私はどうしたらいいの？
I had noticed that Omega was crying. It seemed that she didn't get what Beta and I were saying. She had felt
使
it.
命とか私にはないし、帰ったって朝起きて学校に行くだけなんだけど。
Seeing Omega cry, I thought to myself that this girl was really Amane Suzaha, born into a peaceful world, that Amane Suzaha who lived in
私た
peace.
ちは君にたどり着くために頑張ってるんだよ。何それ？わけわかんないよ。
The world line that wasn't ruled by CERN was waiting for me. But that didn't mean that it was necessarily peaceful. We could tell that by looking at Beta, who was still a soldier. Even if the world line changed, the world might not become peaceful for another completely different reason. My mission might be meaningless after all. But Omega's existence meant that somewhere, somehow, a peaceful world line existed. And it gave us hope. That's right. She was literally our hope.
今のまま幸せでいて。
That's why that was the only thing that I wished for her. Being born in a peaceful world, to live in peace as Amane Suzaha. If she was happy, then the other Suzaha's efforts would be
言
rewarded.
われなくたって私は幸せだよ。君たちが変なこと言うから悲しいんじゃん。
But even so, right now, our hopes for her hadn't reached her. No, even from going forward, they probably wouldn't reach her. That's because she would never be able to understand how much effort the other Amane Suzahas had put in. But that was fine. Because she had taught us that the goal that we hoped for existed.
私たちの言ったことは忘れて。忘れていいの？それで君が幸せでいられるなら。
I would go into the past for myself. There wasn't any need to drag Omega into it. Her image swayed and disappeared for 2 seconds. When I realized it, her appearance had become transparent. It seemed that she had stopped crying. She still had tears on her cheeks, It looked like that new ones had stopped flowing.
でも一つだけいいかな。一つだけならいいよ。父さんと母さんのこと。あんまり困らせないでね。それくらい言われなくたって。それだけお願いだよ。絶対にお願いだよ。
There were no longer any replies. Omega was no longer here. Beta, who was supposed to be next to her, was gone
修
too.
理してくれてありがとね。ベータ。
Even if she didn't respond, I
父さん
continued.
と母さんと仲良くね。オメガ。
I thought that maybe they could still hear me. This time I didn't hear Omega's usual reply of, I'm not Omega, I'm
さよ
Suzuha.
なら。もう一人の私たち。短い時間だったけど、君たちに会えてよかった。
Alone. I got into the time machine and booted up the system. The sound of the time machine really felt nostalgic. It felt like I had come to this age a long time ago. It was probably completely fixed. The sound of my memories overlapping made me think so. Well, it's just a sound, it gave me confidence.
この辺もこだわってたのかな。
I never thought about this kind of thing when I first rode the time machine, but I remembered. This reassuring sound.
行くぞ。
I stretched out while sitting in the chair. Fastening my seatbelt, I took a deep breath. And then, I confirmed the destination, time and date on the operating panel. The year, 1975, the age that I initially aimed for was displayed. And now, I would resume my journey to the past that I could never turn back from. It was also a journey that might kill me if it failed. Even so, I wasn't afraid.
FG204 セカンドエディションバージョン何番だっけ。とにかく発進。
すずはそろそろ起きなさい。
I could hear Mom calling out. It was the same words in the same voice. The person who would try to retrieve me from the warmth of my futon was coming. In order to prevent that, I pretended to wake up with that reply. It was just me pretending. Right. Normally, here I would pretend to be awake and hold out for about 5 more minutes.
父さんと母さんのことあんまり困らせないでね。
And yet today I didn't feel like it. Before Mom could come, I got out of my futon, and I headed for the living room.
あら、どうしたの？本当に起きてくるなんて。
Thanks to that, Mom was surprised. The way she said it made it sound like I did something wrong by waking up, but the fact that she was truly surprised was
起
annoying.
きたらいけないの？
いつもこうならすごく助かるわ。
Even so, Mom was in a good mood. I wondered if me waking up really made her that happy.
そう。
Aww. Look at her just laying. She's so adorable. I sat down at the table where breakfast was always waiting for me. That was normal. Having breakfast waiting for me was normal.
ねえ、母さん。
It probably was the first time for me to ever say something like
食べ
this.
終わったらお皿洗ってもいいかな。
This time, Mom was really surprised, but at the same time, she looked really proud. Then again, this was an odd thing for me to do. Ghosting Rendezvous.